Hey, McDowell here. Today we are reviewing the 6-inch Fortnite inverted Skulltrooper Legendary Series action figure. What's an inverted? Well, it's the opposite of this guy right here. I picked this figure up at Target for $19.99. Now we'll take a look at the back side of the box. Up near the top is the quote, "Skulltrooper, victory runs bone deep." Down near the bottom is the cross sell, and I'll point out real quick, there is no kit on this list. It's the scientist. I haven't seen the scientist on the cross sell, but no kit. So maybe kit won't be coming out for a while. We'll have to keep looking for him. For those who want to see the barcode, here it is. Let's get this figure open and check him out. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and please subscribe so you'll be notified of future videos. If you want to help the channel out and you play Fortnite, please feel free to add my creator code to your Epic account. It's McDowell. Skulltrooper is an epic skin, and he's part of the Skull Squad set. He was released way back in Chapter 1, Season 1, and the skin can be purchased for 1,500 V-Bucks when available in the in-game shop. This is the first Skulltrooper that actually comes with his own harvesting tool, the Skull Sickle. And it's really cool. It's all white with these black bone shapes painted all through it. Kind of disappointing we haven't received the Skull Sickle in 6-inch form for Skulltrooper, but that's alright. We at least finally got this one right here, and it looks really pretty cool. Can't wait to pair him up. We've got this new back bling that we haven't seen before with any other Skulltrooper, the Grinning Ghoul. Doesn't he look happy? Doesn't he look like he's grinning? The zipper is in spot of his mouth, and you know, if I had a zipper for a mouth, I might look like that as well. It's got yellow zipper around the side. Otherwise, it's pretty much all white, except for the bottom where we've got some Jazwares Fortnite identification. That's really bright, kind of like a teal aqua. Too bad they had to do that. But anyway, pretty cool looking. This is kind of neat. We've got a tactical shotgun, one of my favorite accessories in the Legendary Series line. I think they look really good, and generally speaking, I think the figures hold them really pretty nice. Red and silver and gray coloring. Pretty neat. And the last weapon is a compact submachine gun, another gun that we have seen offered in the Legendary Series before, a gray, green, and dark black there. Dark black, or just black, whichever. But yeah, another compact submachine gun. And finally, he comes with a Boogie Bomb. That's right, when it's time to party, when it's time to attack, use the Boogie Bomb. He comes with 3 interchangeable faces. This one, the more the, determined look. And this one, the more devious look. And finally, this one, if I can grab it up here, the more surprised look. Oh no, what's going on? Now we're going to take a look at Skulltrooper's look and articulation. First, I'm going to apologize that my background and the color of the figure might kind of blend in here and there. Do your best to pretend that you see everything. Now, if I do something like this, you can see him much better. I was going to swap out the backgrounds, but I didn't get a chance to do that. Skulltrooper is identical to the Skulltroopers we've had in the past. In fact, as I mentioned earlier, he is identical to this one except for reversed colors, hence inverted. We've had the purple Skulltrooper as well, and so after this Skulltrooper, we only would actually need to get the green one to complete the Skulltrooper set, not including Yule Trooper. So he's really cool. He looks identical. He's got all the same articulation and motions and movements and hindrances. So like his head can rotate about that far. If you go further, the face will pop off. He can look down and he can look up. So he can do that pretty good. His arms rotate all the way around. He's got this butterfly right there that does a little bit. Mine seems to get stuck a little bit as I rotate, but the arm will go up that far. And then it sometimes, there we go, will go down. Bicep rotation, double pin at the elbow, the wrists rotate and have a hinge there. Finally, ending the hand portion of this event, the fingers rotate. Let's do this, back and forth. Well, they have a hinge. They don't rotate, but they have a hinge. He's got a nice little torso wiggle, and I do mean little. He goes back about that far and goes forward about that far. A small ab crunch. His waist will rotate, just like that. This guy overall really is, for me, Pretty stiff, and that lines up with the white and purple Skulltroopers as well. They were all kind of stiff. He can go up about that far for the splits because he's got a pouch on his left leg that will also hinder the thigh rotation movement. He can only go so far. He can't go all the way around. The right side is just fine. He's got double pin at the knee right there. He's got the calf boot rotation, and finally the ankle has a hinge, has a rotation, and the toe has a hinge. So it's pretty much exactly, no, not pretty much, it is exactly what we've seen in the past. This guy is white, so I dare you to take him outside and throw dirt all over him and see how he ends up. Send some pictures, post some pictures to social media or something, or drop them in the comments below, links to the pictures. I dare you to get this guy dirty. And then wash him off and see if he's still clean, or if you can get him back this white again. The elbows, I don't know how toys work, but I'll just throw out this little disclaimer, a little maybe warning or a caution, and that has to do with white plastics. I don't know how different they make white plastic figures nowadays, but in the past, white tended to yellow. If they're left in like direct sunlight, or generally if any light can get to them, if you keep them like in a light tight bag or a box, then you might be okay, but a lot of white figures in the past turned yellow or brown. And so I don't know if this figure will do that. I don't know. Hey, that's interesting. Look at that. I lined up his left leg stripe back here, and it's out of line there. They painted it poorly. If I rotate it there to where it lines up, I thought this kind of looked funny. Kind of gave him a weird toe-in look. But if I rotate him around, doesn't line up. So if you have that same problem, I recommend lining him up with the back leg, and he'll probably stand for you a little bit better than he's been standing for me. Let's pull out White Skulltrooper for a second and see if he's got that same problem. So that's lined up, and that's lined up. Oh no, they did a boo-boo. They did not paint that properly. Yeah, look at that. That's disappointing. So if you can't get that to line up, you're not crazy. It doesn't line up. All right, enough about this. Let's get this guy geared up. Getting this guy to balance was quite difficult. In fact, there's a chance he might fall down in this. But he's holding on to the tactical shotgun and the harvesting tool quite well. The fingers kind of crimp down and hold on to them pretty good. He's got the back bling, which I think blends in quite well, actually, with this figure, the white on white. I think it would look kind of odd on the white Skulltrooper or the purple one. Again, these accessories are held in the figure's hands quite well. Boogie Bombs tend to always be held just because of the clip they have. The compact machine gun sometimes has difficulties in figure's hands, but this figure is holding on to it quite well because of that clamping down mechanism it has. Overall, I think this is a great figure, and I think it works pretty well. The hands tighten up a little bit more than the previous versions, and if you don't have any of the previous versions, this is a great one to get. Then again, even if you have the previous versions, this is still a great figure to get. Anyway, thank you for stopping by and watching. What do you think about this figure? Is this version better than the white or the purple? What's your thoughts? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.